Rory McIlroy weighs in on Brooks Koepka's future. That's not the hurdle. Masters champion Rory McIlroy has also implored Brooks Koepka to consider joining TGL. Rory McIlroy says it would be hard for the PGA Tour to allow Brooks Koepka back into the fold as soon as possible, but the move makes sense. American Koepka, 36, became the first major champion to quit LIV Golf on 23 December, despite having 1 year remaining on his $100 million contract. LIV Golf's chief executive said in a statement the decision was made so Koepka could prioritize the needs of his young family. But there has been speculation that since Koepka signed on the dotted line, he has buyer's remorse and only took the payday as he feared his career was going to be cut short due to a serious knee injury. The PGA Tour released a cryptic statement 20 minutes after Koepka's departure from LIV was confirmed, and it is understood the established circuit may be open to allowing him back into the fold. But how that happens remains unclear. The Tour deems LIV events unauthorized and even non-members are subject to 1-year bans. McIlroy told The Overlap earlier in the week that he would welcome Koepka and the likes of Bryson DeChambeau back onto the PGA Tour as the golfers have paid their consequence. And speaking to media after his Boston Common Golf side won their first ever TGL match on Friday, McIlroy said it makes sense to get Koepka back as soon as possible. What Brooks has done in the game of golf, it would be good for everyone to have him back, he said. McIlroy admitted that he understands that other PGA Tour members may feel differently. Xander Schauffele, Justin Thomas, and Billy Horschel were among those to offer their thoughts on how returning LIV Golf players should be treated in terms of any potential sanctions. It's hard, McIlroy said. You can't treat one person differently than you treat others. And as much as the Tour would like to treat Brooks differently, it sets a legal precedent because of the lawsuits that have been going on and everything else behind the scenes. He's still exempt on tour because of his major wins. That's not the hurdle. The hurdle is how they have treated others that have tried to come back, serve suspensions, or whatever it is. That's the difficult thing. What is less tricky is allowing Koepka to participate in TGL. The American was pictured at the SoFi Center in Florida during the inaugural campaign, and McIlroy would like to see Koepka tee it up in the indoor league. He is a co-founder of TGL with Tiger Woods. I would say that's up to people that are more powerful and more important than me, McIlroy said. But I am one of the founders. I would love him to play. If there's space on a team for Brooks to come and play, it only makes what we're trying to do stronger. He's a 5-time major champion. He's been one of the best players of our generation. If he decides it's something that he wants to do, I'm sure we'll find a way to include him. Koepka has not committed on his future plans. He is exempt into all of the major championships in 2026 and would be able to participate on the DP World Tour in Europe. Rory McIlroy has been one of LIV Golf's biggest detractors. But over the last few years, the Ulsterman has gradually changed his tune and softened his stance. During his appearance on The Overlap, McIlroy said he believes LIV is still failing to capture golf fans' imaginations, despite spending more than $5 billion. LIV, we're coming into the game saying, we're going to be different, we're going to be this, we're going to be that, McIlroy said. Even the fact they've now switched from 54 holes to 72 holes to get world ranking points, so it's like you're just doing what everyone else is doing. So, what's different, apart from the money? He added, they've spent billions on LIV, like Saudi Arabia's public investment fund and so on. If LIV is failing to capture the imagination, and they've spent so much money on this venture, and it isn't making a return for them, I don't know how much longer they can keep it going. McIlroy said he was okay seeing Koepka and DeChambeau return as the golfers have paid their consequence in terms of damage to their reputations and lack of access to world ranking points. If it made the overall tour stronger to have Bryson DeChambeau back and whoever else, I would be okay with it. But again, it's not just me, and I recognize that not everyone is in my position. It would be up to the collective group of PGA Tour members to make that decision.